Hi guys, Dorothy here, professional astrologer. You can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about Wednesday and Thursday, April 18th and 19th. The moon is in Gemini now, and there's a lot of information to tell you about. So stay with me and I'll be right back. All right, thank you for joining me today, guys. What we have when the moon is in Gemini, first air sign we get to have for a little while, so we get to thinking things through. The moon in Gemini is all about speaking our emotions, talking about how we feel, and if we have ideas, which is the air energy of Gemini, we can actually get behind it and get them out of the box, right? Get it out of the head. That's wonderful considering all the really earthy stuff we have about processing things and doing what it is we need to be doing from the last couple of days forecast. Today, with this going on, we have an opportunity to really share our ideas with others. And we also have today, on the 18th, the sun making a connection. He's joining up with the planet Uranus. And when the sun and Uranus are together in the sign of Aries, this is energetic. It's super high energy. That Uranian energy in the final degree of Aries, and the sun there too, is creating lots of activity, and we feel like we've got our foot in a light socket, right? Or your finger. I don't care what you put in a light socket. You know what it feels like? It kind of gives you a shock, and we feel like we're missing something, and we feel like no matter what, we've just got to take action, take a step. And this is what we feel when the energy of the sun and Uranus come together in the sign of Aries. All right, that's what we got going on for Wednesday. Now let's move on to the 19th because there's a lot to talk about. This is going to be a little astrological, right? So if you're not into astrology, just ignore the astrological words and listen to what's next. I will always tell you what it means in plain English. So make sure you stay with me. So let me give you the tougher stuff first, and then we'll get to some fun stuff at the end. All right, the tougher stuff is when the moon is in Gemini, Gemini energy is making a hard angle to the energies, there goes my notes, to the energies of Capricorn and Scorpio. So throughout the day of the 19th, as the moon's moving through the middle to the end of Gemini, he makes a very hard aspect to Mars and to Pluto and also to Jupiter. This is frustrating because that Gemini moon can move really fast. A couple of my grandsons have the moon in Gemini. One is super, super chatty and you can't get a word in. And the other one is very quiet because he listens. This is what the moon in Gemini is like, right? Thinking things through or just sharing everything without thinking things through. The hard aspect that it makes to Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto is we can feel very frustrated, because we're trying to work things through. We're trying to build lots of things. We're trying to understand what's going on in our life at this current moment. And for the day, it's approximately 2 in the afternoon. I'm talking East Coast time till about 7 in the evening is when we're going to be really feeling these frustrations. So if you're feeling frustrations like things that had some momentum have all of a sudden hit a wall, then just sit back and don't push, all right? If you've ever been in a situation where you're out of control, I think, here's my example, driving down the road one spring morning and I hit some black ice. I was delivering some flowers when I was a florist, right? And I hit some black ice and I knew when that van started to go more than when I was like at 180 degrees, I was like, holy crap, there's no way I'm controlling this. So I took my hands off the wheel. Of course, I closed my eyes. I think I screamed too. And I did end up in a ditch. But there's no controlling that. Now, I'm not saying today is a completely out of control day, but what I'm saying is know when you need to let go. So whatever has momentum or does not have momentum and you're trying to push, sometimes we just have to let things simmer, just simmer. You're cooking a cake in the oven. If you're in a hurry and you turn it up to 400, all you're going to do is burn the darn thing and the middle's going to be raw. So allow things to take their time. That's the big message for April 19th. With a little bit of frustration that we have going on, you can make it an easier day by just letting things flow. All right. Hey guys, I forgot to talk about the sun in Taurus, didn't I? So the sun moves into the sign of Taurus on the East Coast. What is it? 11:13 p.m. All right. So yay. The sun is in that fixed sign of the spring. And that means spring is really here. So I live in the Northeast in New Hampshire, and we are right now currently having ice and snow. I know that's going on in Minnesota, Wisconsin, a lot of places getting snow today. But, you know, the point is, it's like when the sun entered Aries back in March, we had Mercury retrograde. So that tends to mean in weather astrology that that season's going to be delayed. So now I'm hoping that we're a whole zodiac sign into spring now. With the sun entering the sign of Taurus, we're going to actually start to feel it. I mean, the sun's higher in the sky, and the birds know it, so they're doing their thing. But boy, oh boy, the temperatures haven't reached that warm yet here in New England and in a lot of other places. So we're looking forward to a true sun in Taurus, which is about abundance and about beauty and about smells and tastes and sights and sounds. Looking forward to the month that is Taurus. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. And come find me on the web, nhastrologer.com. Please share, please like, please comment where you can. And I like to hear what you have to say. Blessings. Namaste.